Godly women aren't born, they're taught. Many people want a healthy marriage. Many people want a godly spouse. Many people want the blessing that Ruth received. But few people stop to ask, who taught Ruth how to become the woman she became? Because before Ruth became a wife, before she became a mother, before she became part of the lineage that would lead to King David, someone invested in her. Someone guided her and taught her. Good morning, family. It's time for your morning juice. Who do you listen to? I ask this question because wisdom can save you years of unnecessary pain. Many people know the story of Ruth and Boaz as a love story, but if that's all we see, we miss some of the most important lessons in the book. Because before there was a marriage, there was mentorship. Before there was a wedding, there was wisdom. Before there was love, there was character. One of the most overlooked heroes in this story is Naomi. Because after all the loss she experienced, she could have become bitter. She could have withdrawn. She could have stopped investing in others, but instead she poured into Ruth. She taught her and guided her, prepared her, and protected her. And that brings us to the truth our culture often forgets. Godly women aren't born, they're taught. Paul would later write this in the book of Titus. Older women are to teach what is good and train the younger women. That is exactly what Naomi was doing. She wasn't controlling Ruth. She was coaching her, helping her to navigate a season she had never walked through before. And Ruth listened. Not because she was weak, not because she lacked intelligence, but because she was teachable. Real strength isn't rejecting wisdom. Real strength is recognizing it. Think about this. Humility knows when to wait. Character doesn't demand attention. Submission did not begin when Ruth became a wife. Submission began long before marriage. She submitted herself to God. She had submitted herself to wisdom. She had submitted herself to godly counsel. And because she learned how to follow God before marriage, she was prepared for marriage. When Naomi instructed Ruth to approach Boaz, Ruth didn't rush. She didn't demand attention. She didn't force the moment. She didn't create any drama. You know what she did? She waited. She observed. She exercised humility and patience. You see, in a culture that celebrates self-promotion, Ruth actually reminds us that character does not need to announce itself. Character knows when to wait. Character shows up before opportunity. I want you to remember that. You see, Ruth earned trust long before she asked for favor. When Ruth finally approached Boaz, she did so respectfully and honorably. She wasn't trying to manipulate him or trying to seduce him. She was seeking covenant. She was seeking redemption. She was seeking God's design. And by this point, Boaz already knew who Ruth was. Not because of her beauty or her social status, not because she had promoted herself. He knew her because people had already seen her character, her loyalty, humility, her work ethic, and her faithfulness. Her reputation arrived before she did because her character showed up before her opportunity. You know, the blessings came through their integrity. God honors character. He completed the story. Boaz's response shows us why he was worthy of such respect. He could have acted on emotion. He could have acted on opportunity. He could have taken shortcuts. Instead, he acted with integrity. He immediately acknowledged that another kinsman redeemer had a prior claim. Nobody would have known the difference if he had ignored that step, but character is revealed when nobody is watching. Boaz understood something many people forget. What God has for you never requires you to violate God's principle. The very next day, Boaz gathered witnesses. He handled everything publicly. He followed the proper procedure with integrity, order, responsibility, and honor. These weren't obstacles to God's plans. They were the very tools God used to accomplish it. I'm so excited because then the wedding comes. Not because two people chased each other, but because two people pursued God. Character brought them together. Integrity protected the process, and God blessed the covenant. Hallelujah. God restored more than we expect. He will always restore more than we expect. Naomi thought her story was over, but God was just getting started. The story doesn't end with the wedding. It ends with restoration. A son was born. Naomi held her grandson in her arms. The woman who once said, "I went away full and came back empty," now found herself surrounded by blessings she never imagined. Ruth had a husband, Boaz had a family, and Naomi had her grandson. And God was writing a story none of them could fully see or imagine. The lesson is simple. When wisdom leads, relationships flourish. When integrity leads, trust grows. When character leads, God opens doors in His timing. And when you feel as if your story is over, I want you to think about this. God may just be getting started, because God often restores more than we expect. Sip on that, family, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. If Morning Juice is helping you grow in your faith, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little encouragement today. And remember, the goal isn't just to read the Bible. The goal is to allow the Bible to read to us. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Remember, we're reading the Bible one sip at a time.